Okay, so we have to understand now what is circular permutation. Right now, we guys have permuted person or numbers or alphabets in row wise. Now we will try to permute them in circle. Okay, so whenever I will talk about circular permutation now, and if I will ask you to permute person on circular table, then you will imagine that table in space, okay, where there is no object. So in space, just imagine there is a circular room, okay, in spherical room, try to imagine. Okay, so in space, imagine spherical room, same color of wall everywhere, and inside that you have to imagine a circular table. Okay, now you have to arrange them, okay, and try to observe the behavior. Okay, so suppose that you guys have arranged them in this order. Okay, so suppose here is A, okay, here is B, and here is C. Okay, so this is one of the arrangement. Okay, means on the right hand side of A there exists C, and on the left hand side of A there exists B. Okay, now what you did, you have asked them to memorize the arrangement. Okay, now look at this. Now just ask them to get up from their respective seat, okay, and just close their eyes and look at this. Now you will ask them to sit in this order: A, C, B. Okay, now just ask them what is the number of permutations. Means just ask them whether this arrangement is different from previous or not. So how they will imagine? You know that there is no uh, any reference point in that room to which they can take help. Okay, so what they will do, they will observe their left hand side, their right hand side. So if A will observe its right hand side, he will observe C, and here also if he will observe C, he will say that it is same arrangement. But do you really think it is same? Means you can localize na, you can witness that they are sitting in different position, and still it is being counted as same. Like suppose if I'll ask you to arrange three-person in linear arrangement, you will say for this place there exist three choices, for this place there exist two choices, and for this place there exist one choice. So it is 3 factorial. Now let's find out if we will permute those three-person in circle, what will happen. Okay, so they will say it is same, sir, but you know it is different. Now look at this. Suppose that right now A is here, C is here, and B is here. Again they will observe themselves and they will mention, sir, it is same. Okay, so now look at this. Now suppose that we guys are permuting them in this order: A, B, and C. Now if you will ask, they will say, sir, it is different, because A will observe that on his right hand side C was sitting, but right now B is sitting. This means what? This means arrangement is different. Okay, now look at this. Now observe this arrangement: A, B, and then C. Now again they will say, sir, this is different from the first one, but it is same as the last one. Correct? Now look at this. Now I will ask A to sit here, B to sit here, and C to sit here. Again they will say, sir, it is different from the first one, but it is same as the second last one. Correct or wrong? Now look at this. You have permuted them in six different ways, means in six different ways, but in reality there is only two way. Correct na? So if I will ask you to permute and if I will put any reference point, so from that reference point these things will be different. Okay, so can I say that number of permutation, number of permutation will be what? One less than the original number. So right now it is 3%, so can I say it is 2 factorial? Correct. Earlier it was 3 factorial, but now it is 2 factorial. Means if it is n%, so can I say that it would be n minus 1 factorial? Okay, so if I will ask you guys to arrange person in circular table, you will answer, sir, it is n minus 1 factorial. Okay, now suppose we are handling case of garland. Okay, now what will happen? Suppose that you have three flowers. One is yellow. Okay, second one is this color. Okay, and third one is blue. Okay, now in this garland case we will try to observe if there are three flowers, then how many arrangement are possible. Suppose you have placed blue here. Okay, now you know that it is being arranged in circular way, so let's try to find out all number of ways. So look at this. So this is one of the way. Now try to observe this case. So I will ask blue to come here, red to come there. They will say yes, it is same, है ना? And yellow would be placed over here. Now I will ask them to blue to be placed here, red to be placed here, okay, and blue to be placed, sorry, blue is already occupied, yellow to be placed here. So again they will say, sir, it is same. Now look at this. I will ask blue to sit here and just keep this thing in your mind that it is the case of garland. Okay, now they will say it is different, है ना? So suppose that this many garland is available in the shop. Okay, and then you have to answer how many combinations are there. Okay, sorry, now look at this. Yellow here, then we will have blue, and then we will have red one. Okay, so again they will say it is same. So look at this. You have three flowers, you are trying to arrange them in a circular manner. So you know that this thing and this thing are same. This thing of this type, this thing of this type, and this thing of this type is same. So required number You know that it is n minus 1 factorial for sure, but do you really think that this garland and this garland is same? Suppose that I will offer you this garland, okay, and then I will offer you this garland. I will ask you, you can have any one of them. So don't you think that you will say, sir, both garland are same? Okay, because look at this, like you can flip this thing, na? Don't you think if you will flip in this manner, it will look like same? Okay, so for that we will divide by 2 factorial. Okay, or you can divide by 2. Okay, so if I will ask you to arrange person on circular table, you know it is not flippable. You cannot, if their person is sitting on the table, you cannot flip the table, no? So in that case, the number of arrangement would be n minus 1 factorial. If it is flippable in the case of garland, okay, necklace, you know it can be flippable. So for that you have to divide by 2 factorial or 2. Is that clear? I hope you got some idea about this circular arrangement. When we will solve illustrations, no, you will have better clarity about the concept. Okay, so let's move on to the illustrations.